You ever feel like AI is supposed to be this amazing, world-changing thing, but when you actually use it, it just kind of falls flat? Yeah. Well, today, we're going to dive into a method that unlocks a superpower most people completely miss. It's going to totally change how you use tools like ChatGPT, I promise.
I love this quote because it just hits the nail on the head, doesn't it? You ask AI for something, and what do you get back? This generic, kind of mediocre, totally uninspired mush. That's the AI slop people are talking about. And you're just left there thinking, wait, is this what all the hype was about?
So, that's the big question, right? How do you actually break free from that cycle of disappointment? How do you start getting those incredible, high-quality results that give you a real edge? Basically, how do you join that top 1% of AI users? Well, that's exactly what we're going to break down right now.
Okay, so let's get into it. The first, and honestly the biggest mistake most of us make, is we treat AI like a slot machine. You know, you walk up, you type in a quick one-liner, pull that lever, and just hope for the best. You're praying for a jackpot. But let's be real, how often does that actually pay out?
I mean, think about it. You ask for a viral YouTube script. What do you get? Some bland cookie-cutter template that's been seen a million times. It's got nothing to do with your voice, your style, your expertise. It's pretty much useless. And here's why. The AI isn't a mind reader. It's just a crazy, powerful pattern-matching machine, and when you give it nothing to work with, it just guesses, based on a huge ocean of average stuff it found on the internet.
So how do we fix this? It all comes down to a really simple but powerful mindset shift. You have to stop treating AI like a slot machine and start treating it like your new digital employee. Think about it. This employee is insanely smart, super fast, but just like any person you hire, it needs clear, detailed instructions from you. You're the director here.
And you can see the difference crystal clear right here. The slot machine user throws in a vague one-liner and just crosses their fingers. But the AI orchestrator, they're the director. They provide detailed instructions. And this is the key takeaway, the most important part. The AI doesn't know you. It has no idea about your personal taste, your unique context, or what's in your head. You have to be the one to give it that information.
And this quote, man, it really drives the point home. We're not talking about one-sentence prompts anymore. We're talking about writing 500 to even 2,000-word prompts. Seriously. Because to get expert-level results, you got to give expert-level instructions. The shorter your prompt, the more the AI has to guess. And you know what happens then? You're right back in slop town.
Okay, I can hear you now. Great. I need to write a 500-word prompt, but what if I'm not an expert on this topic? How am I supposed to create instructions like that? That's a great question. And the good news is, there are a few really powerful ways to do this, even if you're starting from scratch.
All right, let's get super practical. There are basically 4 main ways you can generate these expert-level instructions for your new digital employee. We'll walk through each one, and I bet you'll find that 1 or 2 of these methods are going to be a perfect fit for you.
Method 1 is the most straightforward. Write it yourself. If you're already an expert at something, let's say you're amazing at writing tweets in a certain style, you just break down your own process. List out all the requirements, the exact steps you follow, and throw in a few examples of your best work. You're literally teaching the AI your personal playbook.
Okay, method 2. Ask the AI for a guide. This one's a fantastic shortcut for anything that's a well-known concept, like creating a customer avatar for marketing. You can literally just ask the AI to generate the most complete step-by-step guide on that topic. It'll go out, find all the best practices, and compile them into a killer set of instructions for you.
Now, method 3 is a total game changer. It's where you find an expert source. This could be a PDF, an article, even a YouTube video transcript from a giant in the field, like Alex Hormozi talking about how he creates offers. You feed that source to the AI and tell it, analyze this and extract the exact step-by-step method. Bam! You're instantly leveraging world-class expertise. And finally, method 4, emulate an example. This is where you basically show the AI what good looks like. Find a piece of work you absolutely love. Maybe it's the copy on a landing page that's just irresistible. You can copy and paste that text right into the AI and ask it to reverse engineer it. Tell it to break down the structure, the persuasive tactics, the style, and turn it into a replicable guide.
All right, so now you've got your expert instructions. That's the foundation. That's huge. But believe it or not, that's only half the battle. There's a second piece to this puzzle. This is the real secret sauce that makes everything click. It's called the meta prompt, and it's what makes the final output truly yours.
So here's the last little hurdle. You've got these perfect expert-level instructions for, let's say, writing landing page copy. But the AI still knows nothing about your business, your specific product, or your customers, right? It has the how-to guide, but it's completely missing the what and the who. It's missing your unique personal context.
And that is where the meta prompt comes in to save the day. Think of it as a special kind of prompt that's designed to do one thing: take your expert instructions and turn them into an interactive tool. It's the bridge that connects the expert process to your specific situation.
And this is the part that will blow your mind. When you feed your expert instructions into this meta prompt, the AI completely changes its behavior. It stops just spitting out answers. Instead, it becomes an interviewer. It starts asking you questions one by one to pull all the necessary context out of your brain. It's gathering the intel it needs to apply those expert instructions perfectly to your situation.
Okay, so let's put it all together. Let's see how this actually builds out into some seriously powerful real-world tools. Because once you nail these two steps, you're not just asking questions anymore. You're literally building a team of digital experts.
So, just to recap the whole workflow, it's really just two simple steps. Step 1, create or find those detailed expert-level instructions using one of the 4 methods we talked about. And step 2, feed those instructions into the meta prompt, which then creates your final interactive tool. That's it.
And this right here, this is the real payoff. The big transformation. You go from being someone who asks random, one-off questions to becoming an orchestrator who's building a whole library of specialized digital employees. Each one of these prompt tools you create is like a dedicated assistant, trained for a very specific, very high-value job.
Let's make this super concrete. Here's an example of a digital employee you could build, like right after watching this. A personal brand coach designed to guide you for the next 30 days.
So, how would you build it? Easy. You'd find an expert source, maybe a transcript from a killer YouTube video on personal branding. You'd feed that into your meta prompt. Then, the AI starts interviewing you. What are your goals? What's your niche? Who are you trying to reach? And based on your answers, it spits out a completely customized 30-day coaching program just for you.
And the possibilities here are just endless. You could build an intellectual sparring partner that argues with you from the perspective of thinkers you admire, or a business-building assistant that knows your business inside and out, a creative thought partner. You name it, you can build it.
So that really just leaves one last big question. Now that you have this framework, now that you know how to stop asking simple questions and start building an actual team of specialized AI assistants, what digital employee are you going to build first?